Now, KCAU 9 News starts with your forecast first.
Hey, good Monday morning. Siouxland looking in our Cherokee camera. A little bit of sunshine poking out there, but still seeing some icy roadways, especially to our west. So be careful out there as you may encounter some black ice in spots as well today. And road conditions show that we are starting to see some improvement out there as we see mostly normal roads in Iowa, but some partially or completely covered roads, even a few impassable roads still existing. I will have more details coming up. KCAU 9 News at 11:30 starts now.
We are Siouxland proud. This is KCAU 9 News at 11:30.
Good morning and thanks for joining us this midday. I'm Nick Wilson. The 2024 presidential race kicks off tonight with Iowa's Republican Party caucus. ABC's M. Wynn is on the ground in Des Moines, and it's our top story this midday.
The Iowa caucuses are here on a record-breaking frigid day.
It's been a challenging last 24 hours.
Iowa loves this. We love the caucuses.
The GOP frontrunner Donald Trump rallying Sunday in his first recent appearance in the state, urging his supporters not to stay complacent.
You can't sit home. If you're sick as a dog, you say, darling, I gotta make it. Even if you vote and then pass away, it's worth it.
It's the first major test of the Republican race, with the former president who faces 91 criminal charges holding a dominant 28-point lead in a new Des Moines Register NBC News poll. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis now in a heated race for second place.
Today's the day we make history because we raise the voices of Americans that say, we want a better day. We're going to make it happen. Thank you. God bless you. Let's do this.
DeSantis staking his entire campaign on Iowa, visiting all 99 counties, holding more events than Trump and Haley combined. His team telling ABC News they're organizing transportation for known DeSantis supporters to caucus sites.
We don't go by the polls. I think that they've historically not predicted who's going to win, and I think that we have a better beat on who's going to turn out.
Businessman Vivek Ramaswamy saying he believes he'll get a late surge of supporters tonight.
I'm asking you to help us in this final 12-hour sprint to tonight, less than 12 hours to tonight, to open the eyes of the other people, make good America First patriots.
Tonight, when Iowans head to their caucus sites, it'll be around -6 degrees, but the feels-like temperatures could be as low as -35. M. Wynn, ABC News, Des Moines, Iowa.
And here in Siouxland, Woodbury County Democrats have announced they're changing venues for tonight's caucus. They'll move from Sergeant Bluff High School to Sioux City West Middle School. That's because of safety concerns related to drifting snow. Since Iowa Democrats are using a mail-in system for the caucus, a traditional caucus vote will not be part of Democratic Party meetings in the state tonight. Rather, the meetings will focus on party business. And elsewhere in Iowa, after a 10-day battle in the hospital, Perry High School principal Dan Marburger has died due to the injuries he sustained in this month's school shooting. His family made the announcement yesterday on a GoFundMe page, originally set up to help cover his medical expenses. Marburger was shot multiple times after he placed himself in harm's way in the effort to protect students' lives. The president of the Perry School Board spoke about the variety of ways Marburger's presence will be missed by the school and the community as a whole.
He's going to be greatly missed within the community, within the school, and in particular his family. He was a very strong family man, and we're all going to be just at a loss for quite a while. The focus needs to be on him and everything that he has done and did do to help to save kids and to protect kids.
Marburger was 57 years old when he passed. He had served as the principal since 1995 and was also a father of 5. And in response to Marburger's passing, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds has ordered flags in the state to be lowered to half staff from now until sunset on the day of Marburger's funeral. While school individuals and businesses are not required to lower their flags, the governor's office says it's still encouraged as a sign of respect. And now let's take a break from the news and check in with meteorologist Ethan Foreman for today's forecast. How's it looking out there, Ethan?
Nick, it is still looking awfully cold out there. We saw a record cold high temperature yesterday. The high temperature only got to 9 below zero. That is 4 degrees below the record that we had in 1979 of 5 below zero. We could very well break a record both for January 15th and for the caucuses, as well as Martin Luther King Day today, as those all have different records. The warmest record, or coldest record rather, was 2 below, set back in 2009. That was for January 15th. We see sub-zero and single-digit highs for the near future, but make sure you limit time outside and wear multiple layers. Please keep those pets inside and keep their potty breaks short. Avoid travel if possible, as we do still have some areas that have impassable roadways. I'll have more details coming up in your full forecast.
Thanks, Ethan. Well, cars left in the streets in Vermilion are posing hazards to city residents and street crews. The streets are becoming more narrow because they can't be cleared. The Vermilion Police Department encourages owners to move their cars so snow removal crews can get their work done. The car shown here has not moved since the last snowfall. Officers will begin ticketing and towing vehicles tomorrow. They're giving owners a bit of an extra time to get those cars out of the way due to the extreme weather conditions. Well, between sub-zero temps and even colder wind chills, your heat has most likely been working overtime. It's even possible that your furnace may be overworked. If your home has an automatic heater, it may be running constantly to try and catch up with the weather. We spoke with Kalen's Indoor Comfort, and they say leaving your heat running for long periods of time will wear out your device.
With this extreme cold weather, if you're used to having a programmable thermostat or a setback thermostat, I would not use it during this kind of weather, because the furnace is going to run and try and catch up in this real cold weather. So I would just kind of avert using that program.
Kalen says make sure you don't leave any doors open and that your vents and registers are not covered. Meanwhile, if you still have some snow shoveling to get done, experts have a warning for those with certain medical conditions. Doctors say that although shoveling snow can make for a great workout, it can actually be detrimental for some people's heart health, especially when extreme cold enters the equation.
People who have pre-existing heart condition, people who have risk factors for heart disease, and that could be diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, a strong family history, people who are middle-aged or older, they may have heart disease that they do not know about. Those patients have to be very careful.
Doctors also advise not to shovel after eating a large meal. Meanwhile, officials with Sioux City Fire Rescue recommend even if you're healthy, you should bundle up and take plenty of breaks when shoveling snow.
Take breaks, especially when you're scooping the snow. A lot of us might start feeling our heart palpitate. You're working hard. The snow is not light. This is a heavier snow. Go inside when you need to. If you're cold, go inside.
Captain Collins adds, even though the temps are low, it's still important to stay hydrated. And with these bitter cold conditions holding on, Howard's got a recipe. It's a nice comfort dish to warm you up. That's still ahead in Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
And this dangerous cold, as Nick just mentioned, drags on with snow chances returning later on and finally going above freezing. I'll tell you when after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News at 11:30. KCAU 9, we're Siouxland proud.